everyone, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel. So, for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make one of my favourite things, a chocolate cake. Now, I love chocolate and I love cake, so I think it's fun to see how you make it. So before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any videos. And without further ado, let's get started. So in order to make your very own chocolate cake, here are the things you're going to need. 7 ounces of butter, 7 ounces of caster sugar, 4 eggs, 7 ounces of self-raising flour, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is preheat the oven to 190 degrees. Make sure to have a parent with you when you're checking this. And then you're going to want to mix the butter and the sugar in until it is light and fluffy. After this, you want to add in your eggs. Pour in the flour. Add in the 2 tablespoons of baking powder that you can get from any supermarket. In a teaspoon of baking powder, add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and finally you want to add in the 2 tablespoons of milk. 1 and 2, and then you mix it all together. So move on to the next step afterwards, which is putting it into the cake tins. Okay, now that this is all mixed together, you can transfer it into my tins, which I already pre-greased. And you put it into the oven for, where is it? 20 minutes. Okay, now it's time to put this on for 20 minutes. And my cakes are now in the oven at 29 minutes, so we'll come down at 49 minutes. And then after you've taken it out of the oven, you leave it on the plate tray for 10 minutes to cool completely. And once you've taken them out of the tins, you put them on there to cool completely. And then it's time to make the buttercream. So in order to make the buttercream, here are the things you are going to need. 7 ounces of butter, 14 ounces of icing sugar, 4 ounces of milk chocolate, 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of milk. So the first thing you want to do is put your milk chocolate into the microwave. And this is probably the only way you can, this is one of the ways you can use your microwave. And you put it on for 30 seconds. Clearly this isn't melted, so we have to melt it again. After this, you're going to want to give it a little stir and then leave it to cool down for 5 minutes. And then you want to add in your butter, so I'm going to pop that in, and your 14 grams of icing sugar. And then you want to stir this in with a fork before moving on to doing it with a wooden spoon. Now that it's all mixed together, you add the 5 tablespoons of your cocoa powder and add a pinch of salt for adding in the cool chocolate and the 2 tablespoons of milk. So 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, and 5 tablespoons. And then you, once you've got that, you add in a pinch of salt, which I'm going to get now. And then you put in this cool chocolate. It should be cool by now. Make sure it all gets in, so it'll make it better for the cake. And then what you do is you take the milk, like that I showed you earlier, and then you add in 2 tablespoons of that. So you've got 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons, and then you mix that in. So we're just going to give that a little stir, and then we try and sandwich it onto the cake. Okay, now that it's all stirred together, it's time to put it onto the cake. Okay, I've already put the jam on, so the first thing I'm going to do is put some of the buttercream onto the jam. So I'm going to do half and half. I'm going to put half of the buttercream onto the cake and then put half onto the top. So I'm going to be putting half on now, half on the cake now. And then I've just squashed it together, and now I'm putting the rest on top. The cake is now in the fridge, and now I'm going to make the chocolate shards. So to make the chocolate shards, here are the things you are going to need. 50 grams of dark chocolate and 25 grams of white chocolate. So the first thing you want to do is put your dark chocolate into the microwave, then you set it for 2 minutes. That's what I'm going to go for. And then you find a tray to put your shards on. After you've taken the dark chocolate out, you put your white chocolate in, and then you put it for 30 seconds. And after you put the white chocolate onto the dark chocolate, it's time to let it cool before chopping it up into shards. And then you want to cut it up into shards and then put it onto the cake. My cake is now ready, and now it's time to taste it. Now it's really how well it turned out. Here's hoping it tastes as good as it looks. I have my cake, and it's now time to see how it tastes. Okay, let's see if this is as good as it tastes. Yummy. 10 out of 10. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing how you make a chocolate cake. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any videos, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!